Buried beneath the city. A history. This is the hidden, eerie side of Paris, a city famous for its bright streets and romantic ambience. Beneath the surface of this charming city lies a silent and dark world. Centuries ago, this underground labyrinth became the final resting place for millions. This meander underground stretches for miles. When people think of Paris, they usually picture the Seine River, the Eiffel Tower, and a city steeped in art and history. But few know that beneath their feet lies a vast and intricate network of tunnels, housing the remains of over 6 million people. Paris Catacombs. It all began in the 18th century. Paris cemeteries were overflowing, corpses were rotting, causing a major health problem that threatened the city. Les Innocents Cemetery in particular had become a place where corpses were piled up. The smell of rotting dead bodies was carried into the streets, and people were living in fear and despair. It was at this moment that a decision was made. All the bones in the city would be collected and taken to the old quarries. These quarries had been in operation for centuries and provided the limestone used in the construction of Paris. In 1786, a monumental transfer operation began, transporting the bones of millions of Parisians to their new homes underground. This relocation took 12 years, and over time, the Paris Catacombs became one of the largest ossuaries in the world. Originally, the catacombs were nothing more than a storage area for bones, a silent cemetery hidden beneath the bustling city. But over time, the bones were carefully arranged and transformed into works of art. Skulls and thigh bones were stacked on the walls, creating intricate patterns. What was once a chaotic pile of bones has become an eerily beautiful exhibit. The catacombs have become more than just a cemetery. They have become an underground museum. As you walk through the catacombs, you are surrounded by the remains of people who once lived, worked, and loved in Paris. Today, they lie silently beneath the streets. More than 6 million people are buried here. Each skull and bone carries the story of a life once lived, a story now long forgotten. The Paris Catacombs are a place where the living and the dead coexist in eerie silence. As time went by, the catacombs became home to more than just bones. They have become the subject of dark tales and urban legends. Some say that the spirits of those buried there still roam the tunnels at night. Others believe that hidden treasures from ancient times lie buried within the labyrinth. One of the most famous legends tells the story of a man named Philibert Espert who disappeared into the catacombs in the 18th century. Espert, a caretaker at a local hospital, entered the catacombs one night with only a candle and a set of keys. He never returned. 11 years later, his body was found deep in the tunnels, the candle and keys still with him. Today, visitors pay their respects to Philibert by leaving offerings at his body site. Despite being the largest ossuary in the world, only a small section of the Paris Catacombs is open to the public. The entire network covers an area of more than 300 kilometers, but only a few kilometers are open to visitors. The rest remains dark, full of undiscovered rooms, secret passages, and closed galleries. Over the years, these hidden sections have hosted illegal parties, clandestine art exhibitions and underground explorations. The catacombs are not just a cemetery, they are an ever-evolving mystery. Today, the catacombs of Paris are not only a major tourist attraction, but also a part of the city's cultural and historical identity. Every year, thousands of tourists descend into this eerie world to walk among the bones and witness firsthand the strange beauty of the ossuary. As they pass through the corridors lined with skulls and bones, they are transported to another time. Each corridor feels like a journey through history, through lives once lived and now forgotten. The catacombs serve as a reminder of the inevitable passage of time, the fragility of life, and the inevitability of death. In stark contrast to the vibrant, bustling world above, the catacombs are dark, still, and solemn. For those who visit, they are a deeply moving experience. The bones of the dead seem to whisper forgotten stories of Paris' past, inviting visitors to consider the brevity of life. The catacombs of Paris are more than just a cemetery. They are a work of art, a historical monument, and one of the city's greatest mysteries. Beneath the streets of Paris lies a vast underground world where death and life are intertwined. Walking through the catacombs is like stepping into a parallel universe where time seems to stand still and the voices of the past echo through the corridors of the present. Here, the bones of millions of people rest in eternal silence, bearing witness to the passage of time and the transient nature of existence. This silent underground cemetery provides a striking contrast to the city above. Yet it is this contrast that makes the catacombs so fascinating and mysterious. The catacombs are a place where art meets history, life meets death, and the hidden past of Paris awaits discovery.